a comfortable seat at the top of our mats. Grounding down through the sit bones, long, tall spine, big, deep breath in, shoulders back and down. Exhale fully. With every inhale, lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the neck, reaching that crown of the head towards the sky. And with every exhale, deflating from the chest, letting the shoulders drop down and maintaining that length, leaving your crown tall while you ground down through your sit bones. Inhale, both arms up into the air, palms facing each other. Exhale, bring it down through center. Inhale up. Exhale through, using your whole entire breath space. Inhale, both arms up. This one's different. We're going to exhale, bringing the right hand to the left knee and the left arm behind you. Twisting out, looking over the left shoulder. Twisting from the core, twisting from the shoulders. And maybe giving that left knee a little tug with your right hand if you feel for it. Inhale, both arms up into the air. Other side, bringing the left hand to the right knee and the right arm behind you. Twist it out, looking over your right shoulder. Big full breath, maybe giving that right knee a little tug with your left hand. Big full breath. Inhale, both arms up into the air. Exhale, down through center. And with your hands on your knees, just giving big circles with your torso. When you come around the front, lifting from the chest. And when you come around the back, hollowing out through the small of your back. Just going in one direction. It doesn't matter which direction because we're going to switch it up and go in the other direction. Always balancing. And coming back into neutral. And coming onto our hands and our knees. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, looking up at the ceiling, pressing your belly button down into the mat. Exhale, tucking your chin, arching your spine, pressing down through your shoulders and the palms of your hands. Inhale, looking up at the ceiling, up at the sky, pressing your belly button down into the mat. Exhale, tucking your chin, arching your spine, pressing down through your shoulders and the palms of your hands. Coming back into neutral and taking a look over your right shoulder like you had a tail. Let those hips fall down towards the left. Take a deep breath. Waking up the spine in all directions. Bring it back around into neutral. Other side, looking over the left shoulder. Let those hips fall down to the right. Big full breath. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Tucking those toes, lifting the hips, sending them up and back into that first downward dog of the day. Take a couple of breaths here, just waking up the back body and the hamstrings, probably feeling a little bit tight, bending one knee and then the other. Let's be gentle with ourselves. Let your head hang loose. Give it a little yes, 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 no, no, no. Shoulder blades slide up the back. Pulling your belly button into the back of your spine. Sending your hips up to the sky and your chest towards your thighs. One more deep breath. Looking up at your hands. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway, long straight spine. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring it down through center. Inhale, both arms up into the air. Grabbing onto that left wrist with your right thumb and forefinger. Bending towards the right. Pulling that arm, pulling your left arm along with you. Just elongating that side stretch, option to stay here, or just pick up that left foot and just tap that toe about 1.5 feet away from your body. Just as much as your leg is comfortable extending. Just creating a little bit more length here as we side bend, opening up the ribs. One more breath. Exhale, bring it back into center, pull it down through. Inhale, rise. Other side, grabbing onto that right wrist with your left thumb and forefinger. Pulling it over to the left. Big full breath. Option to stay here. Or pick up that right foot and just tap that toe a couple of feet away from your body, lengthening the side body from your toes to your fingertips. One more breath. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, bring it down through. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Bending your knees as much as you feel for. And we're just going to hang out upside down for a moment. Just let your head hang. Let the muscles in your shoulders and your neck relax. Bending your knees. Big full breath. Now sending your awareness into your right foot. We're just going to pop that right heel up off the mat, bending your knee. Right arm comes down along the inside of your leg, palm facing out towards your left leg, and twisting open with the right hand. Big full breath. Exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Both feet flat down, sending your awareness into the left foot. Popping that left heel up off the ground, bending your knee. Left arm comes down along the inside of that left leg, palm facing the right. Twist it open with the right arm. Big full breath. Exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Both feet flat. Take a moment, take a breath. Hands on your shins. Inhale halfway. Exhale down to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale down through center. All right, sweep it down low, fingertips brushing the mat, coming to sit in your chair. Take a little peek down at the mat. You should be able to see your toes down there hanging out, peeking out beyond your knees. Can you sit back a little bit more deeply into your chair? Arms out in front of you, palms facing each other. One more breath. Exhale to heart center. Straighten the legs, forward fold. Bring it down to the earth. Palms flat. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Take a moment, take a breath. And we're going to bring the right leg up into the air, bending that knee, opening that hip to the side of the room. Gazing up underneath that right armpit. Big full breaths. Swinging that leg through, replacing the right hand with the right foot. Inhale to rise. Exhale, settle down into it. Right knee directly over the right ankle. Pulling the left heel down to the mat. Shoulders drop away from your ears. Let your hips come down and forward. Big full breaths. Cactus arms out to the side, bringing your shoulder blades together behind you, lifting from the chest. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open up to the right. Right arm to the back of the mat, left arm to the front. Twist it out. Inhale to rise. Other side, twist it out to the left. Left arm to the back, right arm to the front. Don't lose that bend in your front knee. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, bringing both hands down to the inside of this right foot here. Dropping that left knee down to the mat. And just hanging out here for a moment, arm bones stacked on top of each other, palms flat, fingers spread out wide. One more full breath. And we're going to keep the left hand flat, twist it open with the right. Again, don't lose that bend in your front knee. One more full breath. Exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Turning this right foot out so that your toes are pointed away from the mat, away from your body. And just allowing this knee to wing out, just allowing it to fall open. And as it falls open, the arch of your foot will come up off the mat. And that's okay. You can just let it happen. It's all good. Now, options. You can kind of twist around and look behind you. You might hear a little crack in your hips or the small of your back as the pressure is released. Or you can come down here on your forearms, which is a little bit more intense, but it feels really, really good. Or you can just hang out right here with your arm bones stacked on top of each other. Let's take one more deep breath. And on the inhale, bringing that knee back up to center, foot flat on the earth, and turning those toes back parallel with the mat. Tucking your left toes behind you, lifting those hips up, and stepping back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a moment just to kind of pedal it out, work it out, and just take note of how different the right side of your body feels from the left side of your body. All right, left leg up into the air, bending that knee, opening that hip to the side of the room, gazing up underneath your left armpit. One more deep breath. And swinging that leg through to the front of your mat, replacing the left hand with your left foot. Take a moment, find your balance. Inhale to rise. Bringing it up tall and strong. Left knee directly over that left ankle, pulling that right heel down to the earth. Hips go forward and down. Shoulders drop away from your ears. There's so much going on here, right? Grounding down through your feet. So many body parts to pay attention to. Cactus arms out to the side, bringing your shoulder blades together behind you. Lifting from the chest. Big, deep breath in. Inhale, arms up into the air. Exhale, open up to the right. Right arm reaching to the back of the mat. Left arm reaching to the front. Twist it out. Inhale to rise. Other side, reaching to the left. Left arm to the back, right arm to the front. Twist it out. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, both hands down to the inside of this left foot. Dropping that right knee down to the earth. Give yourself a little bit of a break here. Arm bones stacked on top of each other, palms flat, fingers spread out wide. Hips are still coming forward and down, and that left knee is still right over that left ankle. Take a deep breath here. That beautiful morning air, that fresh breeze. And we're going to keep the right hand flat, twist it open with the left. Big full breath. One more breath. Exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Now, left foot, pick up those toes and just point them away from your mat, away from your body. And just allowing that knee to wing open, just let it to fall open. Arch of your foot might come up off the floor, come up off the mat. That's totally fine. Now you might just hang out here. Arm bones stacked and just experience that sensation. You might turn around and kind of look over the left side of your body behind you. This will create a little bit more of a twist in the hip flexor. Or you might come down on your forearms and just hang out here. So many options. We're just going to take 2 more deep breaths wherever we're at. One more breath. And on the inhale, bring it back up to rise, turning that foot back in, tucking your toes behind you, lifting those hips, and stepping back into downward facing dog. Take a moment, take a breath. And coming into plank, keep those hips lifted high, shoulders directly over your wrists. Holding that plank just for a moment, elbows tucked in close to your body, lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, backs of your feet pressed against the mat, thighs lifted, shoulders back. Take a breath. Tucking your toes, lifting your hips, sending them up and back, downward facing dog. And with a little hop into the center of your mat, toes pointed out, hopping right down into your little squat. Using your elbows to push your knees out to the side. Long, tall spine, shoulders back and down. Big, full breaths. Here's a cool one. Reaching out in front of you with your arms straight ahead, palms facing each other, and just lifting the booty up like we did in our chair. Yes, beautiful. Just hold it here for a moment. Big, deep breaths. This is happening in your thighs, right? Breathe through it. One more breath. Exhale, bring it back down to the earth, down into your squat. Nice. Hands to heart center. And dropping your bum down onto the mat. Extending the right leg out. Left leg, pull it in close. Turning your torso towards that foot like it's a bullseye. Inhale, arms up into the air, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching your chest to your toes. And just checking in with your shoulders here. Is that left shoulder creeping up towards the ceiling? Bring it back down. Keep it balanced with her neighbor. With every inhale, rising up a tiny little bit, just creating space in your spine and your hamstrings. And with every exhale, giving yourself permission to move into the space that you're creating. Let's inhale to rise, bring it up tall. And this left hand comes down beside our left hip. Right arm comes up and over, rolling over that left knee, lifting that hip, those hips up into the air, grounding down through your right foot so that it's flat on the earth. Hips up, reaching over, big side stretch from your toes to your fingertips. One more breath. Exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Switching sides. Left leg comes out, long and straight. Right leg comes in beside us. Turning towards that left foot like it's a bullseye. You've got one shoulder on either side. Inhale, arms up into the air, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold, chest to toes. Reaching for your shin or your ankle or your foot, whatever you got. Big, full breaths. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Fully and completely. With every inhale, rising up a little bit, making space in the spine, space in the hamstrings. And just checking in with your right shoulder here. Don't let it creep up. Keep it down. Keep it balanced. We're going to take one more breath. On the inhale, bring it back up. Right hand comes down beside your right hip. Left arm comes up and over as we roll over that right knee, reaching over, grounding down through the left foot. Make that whole foot flat on the earth, making a big long line from your left toes to your left fingertips. Big full breath. On the exhale, bring it back down. Find your balance, find your center, feet come together in front of us, soul to soul. As close or as far from your body as you feel for. If you're somebody who experiences lower back pain or sciatica, you just bring your feet out a little bit further from your body so that you can target and exercise those muscles a little bit more in that lower back. And then the closer you bring your feet, you're going to more target your hips and groin area, which is really tight for most of us, right? So let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. With every inhale, rising up a little tiny bit, just enough to make space for all of that space that you're inviting into your body through your breath. And with every exhale, just folding forward a little bit more. Give your toes a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And just take a moment to experience the sensations that are happening in your physical body right now. How do your hips feel? How do your toes feel? How do all the little hairs on your arm feel in the breeze? How do your emotions feel? Before yoga, during yoga, after yoga? Any bets? How do your emotions feel, my chubby girl? Inhale to rise, bringing it back up tall and strong. And let's bring those feet out into a big V, as close as a big of a V as you like. It doesn't have to be super wide. Grounding down through those heels, pulling those toes in towards your face, lengthening through the spine. Big full breath, exhale, forward fold. Coming into your own variation of this pose, whatever feels good for you, maybe coming down on your forearms or a prop or a blanket or something, maybe reaching for your toes or your feet. We'll take 2 more deep breaths while we're here. Inhale to rise, bringing it up tall and strong, crossing the legs in front of you. And bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. Pulling your left shoulder down. And just, if you find any sore spots, if you find any tension or knots going on in there, just give yourself a little bit of love, you know? Just really take some time to sort of get into it there. Let's come back up into neutral and dropping the left ear to the left shoulder, right shoulder comes down. And bringing it back up into neutral and just looking over your right shoulder, tucking your chin and gently rolling the neck down through center, slowly and gently. And if you find any tight spots, just hang out there for a moment and just give yourself a little bit of love in that spot. Coming up over the left shoulder, taking your time, moving at your own pace. When you come up, take a big breath into your lungs, clear it out, and tucking your chin, coming back down in the other direction. find any sore spots, just slow it down. Take some time to work it out. Coming up over the right shoulder. Coming back into neutral. Long, tall spine. Inhale, arms up into the air, palms facing each other. Exhale, bring it down through center. And at the end of class, we find ourselves right where we started, back at the beginning. And these are the cycles of our practice, of our week, and everything in between. Thank you guys for coming out. Namaste.
Thank you.